Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Clash of Kings mod Let's Play from Mount and Blade Warband. So, last episode, after having completely retaken the entirety of the North, everything that was rightfully ours, we decided to push into the Riverlands and start striking back against the Westerlands by taking the Crossing. Of course, the Crossing being the ancestral home of the Freys, who are one of our greatest nemeses in this playthrough. Of course, they were responsible, or at least in large part responsible, for the Red Wedding. Of course, there were other people involved in that, but they were, the ones that hosted it. So we don't like them, and we took their home. We're going to give it to somebody, I'm not sure who yet. I asked you guys in the last episode to let me know who you think might be deserving of it. So far, the only real suggestion I've gotten is maybe Edmure Tully. The thing is, Edmure Tully is the one who was in charge of the Riverlands, and look where he got them. You may notice that they don't exist on the map anymore. Actually, nope, that's Dragonstone. Okay, so yeah, they don't exist on the map anymore. They're not defeated, at least I don't think they are, but you could make the argument that he didn't do a particularly great job. And so my thought initially was, we are going to, conquer the Riverlands, bring them into our kingdom. I will make him like the... I forget what's... I can't believe I'm forgetting it now, but Warden. I'll make him Warden of the Riverlands under my kingship. But I'm not going to reward him beyond that. Because, frankly, it's his fault that his kingdom, or not his kingdom, because it wasn't a kingdom, but his area, his country ended up where it is. So I'll give him Riverrun and maybe a village next to it, but that is probably going to be it. So I'll probably reserve this for somebody else. I would like somebody to hold this and only this, that way they're always defending it. So if you have any other thoughts, feel free to let me know. Of course, if you have any other characters to come up with, let me know with that as well. We haven't added one in a while, and so I'll probably do another one soon. So keep those coming. I always love to hear of your characters. And eventually I may turn a few more of our characters into lords, so that's something put out there as well. Anyways, we are over in Winterfell, where I was going to move some land around. We've been trying to figure out Robin Flint's whole thing. He currently holds Eastwood and Widow's Watch, so he is lord of this little bit right here, which was initially his. When he starts the game, he does hold this. However, when he starts the game, he also holds this, and this is currently up for grabs. Nobody is holding that at the moment, and the thing is, I would rather have him lord of this, because frankly, this is more likely to get attacked than that is. They would have to go... Whoever is attacking us would have to go well out of their way to get to this, because there's no harbor over here. So they would have to land at White Harbor and ride all the way through here to attack that, and that just doesn't seem likely. If they're coming from, here, then they'd have to ride all the way up and past all of this to go do it. Whereas if they're coming from, where the Westerlands would be, they might, rather than going to Moat Cailin, just kind of detour west and go after this instead. Also, when the Ironborn attack us, this is generally where they land, either here or here. So I would like somebody defending this, obviously. Also, it's named after him, or at least his family, so I think it's sort of more fitting for him to have this. So to that end, I'm going to gift myself these territories, and I will attempt to swap fiefs with him. I don't know if he'll be receptive to that. I may have to invest in these a little bit to make them better, but I would like him to be lord of these two, and I would give these to somebody else who is honorable. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Into Winterfell we go. Our patrol there is running off to the Crossing to help garrison it. We hired them in the last episode. So to the Lord's Hall, and on up we go. I was kind of hoping to see somebody here waiting to maybe join us, but no such luck. So let's talk to Vera, our I'm blanking on her title. Let's see. Where's the option to fire her? Apparently it's not there. But she's like our chancellor or something. I think somebody else is the chancellor. We'll call her Hand of the King. How about that? There we go. So I want to make myself Lord of Flint's Finger. Yes. Nobody gets pissed off when I give myself land, which is great. Old Castle. Who held Old Castle before? I actually have a list in front of me. I went through and I wrote down, I basically started a new campaign, and I wrote down every fief held by every Northern Lord in this mod. So it looks like Old Castle belonged to Andrew Locke, who also held the lock as well. So I'm not sure what he has already, but let's see about that. So Old Castle. I love mods based around diplomacy because it actually tells you what people currently hold and what their relation is to you. I was playing another mod. I don't remember which one it was. It was either Anno Domini or Kingdom, and it doesn't give you this information. It just says, like, I want to give it to Robert Raventree, and that's all it tells you. So a bit frustrating there. Andrew Locke has nothing. Perfect. Then I will give Andrew Locke his ancestral home back. And a few people did not like that. Roland Longthorpe being one of them. Roderick Torrett didn't like it either, but he's got a high enough relation with us where it doesn't seem like it'll matter. So let's see. Unfortunately, until I give away the crossing, I can't give myself that other fief. So I'll probably need to do that eventually. And then, what was the other one? The lock. That belongs to Lord Andrew as well. Did I scroll past him already? No. No, I did not. Where is he? There he is. We'll give him that as well. Again, those both originally belonging to him at the beginning of the playthrough. So, see, I love the Manderleys, man. They're actually going up in relation with me when I give other people land. Like, how cool is that? Most lords get all pissy when you give other people land, or at least are just neutral about it. They're like, great, you're giving honorable people, you know, castles. We like that. And I like that they like it. So, anyways, we handled a little bit there. Obviously, God, this mod is getting, like, so bad. All the tweaks and stuff I've done to this mod, it's just, like, falling apart on me. But anyways, I need to find Robin Flint and see if he'll swap me Widow's Watch for Flint's Finger. And then whenever I have the ability to give myself Cape Kraken, I will try to swap that with him as well. So to that end, let's ride toward Widow's Watch and see if we run into him along the way or at the castle itself. And then I think we'll make our way back to the Riverlands and just see if we can pick a few fights. We were able to engage... Who's this? Kyle Condon. We were able to engage the Mountain himself in the last episode. Unfortunately, my men took him out before I was able to engage him myself. I wanted to kind of, you know, fight him personally. And I tried. It didn't work out very well, and my guys eventually beat me to it. But I'd like a rematch. Like a true rematch. There's Lord Wyman. Love that guy. Let's grab some more peasants as we go along here. And let's hit some more stops along the way. Normally I'd cut a lot of this out, but I am trying to like front load episodes for the holidays. So I have very little time to record a lot of videos. And so generally I'll record for sometimes over an hour. Oh great, we're being attacked. See, you guys would have missed this. Do you guys... Okay, you do have weapons. It almost looked like they were empty-handed. But, yeah. So, generally, I will record these episodes for up to and sometimes even over an hour. It depends on what's happening. If there's a lot of, you know, stuff, then sometimes it's only like 40, 45 minutes. But in slower episodes, sometimes I record for like an hour and 20 minutes. And then I try to edit that down to about 30 to 35. But I don't have time to, you know, record basically double what I would normally put up on the channel. So I'm going to cut some stuff, but it's going to be a little bit more of just a straight, you know, playthrough in this one, in this video anyways, rather than the more, you know, kind of processed and edited videos that I generally go with for these. So I don't remember how much money I have. I imagine it's probably not a lot. Yeah. Let's get rid of some of this junk. I need food pretty desperately though. So we're gonna grab what we can. Which is nothing, unfortunately. So hopefully we have enough food to get us where we're going. 13 nights, that's all my money. I can't afford that, so I'm gonna have to say no. Let's instead head to Widow's Watch, since I completely lost track of where I was going. And again, hopefully he's there. If he's not, this could prove difficult. Oh, perfect, he's right there. So we'll see if he's willing to trade. I really, really hope that he is, because otherwise this is going to be difficult. Oh, he's not too fond of me anymore either, so that might make this even harder. Let's see. I guess I could ask you that. That wouldn't hurt. You support Lyanna Mormont, huh? The thing is, she already has a castle, so I'm not going to do that. If she didn't have a castle, I would actually be open to giving it to her. But, gonna have to say no to that. So, would you consider swapping fiefs? Let's see. I would like to trade Widow's Watch for Flint's Finger. Yeah, so I'm going to have to invest in them to make them a bit wealthier first. That's unfortunate. I don't even know, to be honest, if he's going to stick around for very long. He doesn't seem to like me all that much. So, I guess we'll see. But let's get back over here. I don't want to be away from the crossing for too long, because I imagine the Westerlands are going to be pretty keen on taking that back. So, I'll see you guys when we get sort of over there. Alright, so we got to hustle. The patrol I sent to go garrison the crossing is being intercepted by Lord Selman Stackspear. So I need to make sure that that patrol doesn't get wiped out. It's already taken a few losses, unfortunately. So it's not going to be as useful as it was, but we can try to save the rest of it. So we've got nearly 400 men going in against about 100. Let's go ahead and lead our troops. Alright, so I'm going to get set up on this hill right here. Don't really want them engaging if I can help it, but I don't think I can. So let's see, where is the enemy? Are they holding? No, they're coming, and they're coming in like a pretty loose formation there. So archers, go ahead and hold back here, and then pikemen, I want you right about there with the infantry just behind. Cavalry, deploy over there for me. And we'll see how this goes. I don't have a ton of pikes deployed on this one because so many of those guys were part of the battle. So unfortunately the pikes might get overwhelmed, but we'll see. Archers move just a bit closer. And then I keep forgetting my Raven Guard should be following me and protecting me. I am the king after all. Infantry move a bit closer. Are they just going to hold there? That's going to be really disappointing. Infantry, you know what? Formations. Yeah, give me some ranks. You guys are awfully wide there. I'd rather you be a little bit tighter formation. It looks like they are holding. Yeah, they are. So we're going to have to move. I'll probably... Let's try to redeploy up on this hill, or maybe that one. I'll scout a bit. But I want my archers to have high ground, and I want to have a somewhat defensible position if they decide to charge. Especially if it happens as I'm getting set up. You know, that's not a bad spot right there. It's just, I don't know if I can get past them. Let's see. Archers, get over here. Infantry, there. Pikes, let's get you just behind. And cavalry, move up to here. We'll try to hit them from two sides. Unfortunately, it's going to take my infantry forever to get here, so we'll see. Oh boy, so they're charging. Cavalry, I need you to get out of there. Cavalry, go. Cavalry, move. Okay, good. The charge was mostly avoided. I need you to run toward the infantry. Archers, set up on this hill, I guess. Infantry charge, pikeman charge, cavalry charge. Please don't hit me with that. Alright, so we actually completely avoided their cavalry charge there. I don't think that could have played out any better. I mean, obviously, them not attempting to charge on me would have been great because I could have set up a little bit better. But the fact that we were able to not lose anybody to those couched lances is pretty good. So I'll take it. It looks like their infantry got bogged down. Oh, did I get the horse? I think I did. Yeah, I got the horse. So yeah, we just need to basically surround their cavalry at this point and kind of slaughter them. Oh, there's another knight. The game is lagging on me a little bit. There we go. Oh, one of my men-at-arms was just killed. Please stop killing the sellsword men-at-arms. I need those. They cost me a lot of money. God, they're just dropping left and right. The thing is, they're not very good. I just use them for numbers in the garrison because autocalcs don't care about quality, they care about quantity. Doesn't matter what you put in the garrison, if you put enough of it, you will deter anybody from attacking. Archers move up to here so that you can actually support us. Actually, you know what? Archers move up to where I intended to set up. That makes more sense. But yeah, you could put 400 levies in a garrison and unless the entire kingdom, you know, sets up a campaign to go attack you, they're probably not going to touch it. And so you can literally throw anything in a garrison, you just need to have numbers. Ah, bastard. Made me swing early. I mean, he didn't make me swing early, he made me, like, unintentionally faint, because I had to, or my character had to go through that little animation to sort of recover. There we go. Got somebody down there. I can't reach him because of these guys on the ground. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's get these archers and end this. Ooh, I took a arrow right through the torso. Oh, we got more guys coming in. Let's harass them a bit. Try to slow them down and keep them from joining the main force. I hit him, I just didn't kill him. Oh man, I feel like I'm playing in, like, I don't know, oil or something. It feels like sluggish. I don't know why the, it must be the mod or something. Because I just recorded Anno Domini with a big siege battle I think you guys will enjoy. And no performance issues, none at all. And on this computer I shouldn't be having any. Warband is, you know, not that taxing. It can be if you mod it to up the battle sizes and whatnot. It can be very taxing, but with just like vanilla battle sizes, it really shouldn't be. And I have an 8-core processor that's, you know, not working on anything else right now, so it shouldn't have issues. But I mean, this mod just transitioning from one scene to another is having issues, so I think that's what it is. But there's our victory. Bloody one. We only lost one guy ourselves. Unfortunately, it was an elite man-at-arms. But 9 more of my men-at-arms sellswords were killed. And again, these were supposed to be the garrison for the crossing. So this is actually a pretty strategic move by the Westerlands, albeit one that probably wasn't intentional. By, you know, handicapping that garrison a bit, it's not going to be as, oh, come on. Not going to be as strong when they try to attack it. Are you serious? Did you guys see that? I clicked too fast, so you may have missed it, but there was one guy left on the enemy side, and he apparently managed to kill 2 of my elite sergeants before going down. I hate auto-resolve in this game. They need to fix it. I mean, they're not going to, but... they're not going to, but it would be nice. It'd be nice if mods addressed it, but I don't think that's something a lot of people care about. I don't generally use it, but when it's literally one guy, I don't want to have to, you know, jump into battle for that. But I guess I should have. Give me 5 more pikes to give us a nice even 50, and then make the rest spearmen. And then how many archers do I have? I imagine I have a lot. Let's see. I need to reorganize this. It's getting a bit messy. I try to keep it like elite cavalry at the top, and then elite infantry, and then elite archers, and then I'll usually go infantry again and archers again, and then I keep the lower tier cavalry at the bottom because I'd rather they level up than die. So yeah, but it gets hard to keep track of everything when I do that. Give me, let's just go 50-50. Give me 9 archers and 10 infantry. That's easy. You can go up here. These levies are going to become Riverland's men-at-arms. You guys will become footmen. All the Riverland's troops are going to be longbows because their longbows are really good. We'll do something like that. And these sergeants aren't going anywhere because their job is basically just to jump in when I do sieges. Oh, thick leather boots. What a bonus. It was the only item we got. Fantastic. Alright, well, let's escort this patrol down to the crossings. We need to make sure that they get there in one piece. And obviously I can't trust them to do that. So here they go. I'll kind of clear the way for them. Got a lot of northern peasants running back and forth here. I imagine they get picked off quite often. I'm going to grab some troops in Fogfield while I'm there, because I can get, of course, Riverland's levies from there now. So let's go ahead and do that. Sure, it was good. I hate those events. I'm a bit interested in checking out A World of Ice and Fire. When it initially came out, I didn't like it. But when it initially came out, I really liked Clash of Kings. And basically everything they've done to a Clash... I say they, but it's one guy. He's developing it by himself. Everything he has done to a Clash of Kings since, I've pretty much hated. So that's part of why I'm still on version 2.2. The other part is, of course, I made all these changes to it, and so you know, this is my custom version at this point. And if I decide to update, then I have to do that all over again, and I'm not going to do that and like lose everything I made for this playthrough. But eventually, like when this playthrough is done, when we've accomplished whatever we decide we want to do, I wouldn't mind checking out, you know what, I should buy food from these guys if they have any. I guess we'll take that beef. It's not going to go very far, but sure. I guess I could hit up these other villages too. I'm not actually going to raid them. I don't like doing that. I don't want to lose the honor. But I need food. Anyway, I wouldn't mind checking out A World of Ice and Fire because it has a lot of cool things that this mod doesn't. It also has, or doesn't have, a lot of stupid things that this mod does. Okay, good, they made it. So, that's green, okay. I was like, goddamn, more wool. So yeah, I wouldn't mind going and checking it out. I don't know what sort of roleplay storyline we'd go with. I'd have to come up with something. Oh, Harris Swift. I'm curious. Let's jump in here because I don't want to talk to him if I don't have to. I'd rather just, well, I guess I kind of want to fight him either way. But Westerlands, you know, it'd be easier to go like this. Sir Harris Swift. There he is. He's Lord of Seagard and Carlton. Okay. So these two castles are his. Now, I was thinking I might consider trying to recruit him if he is honorable. I don't know if he is. We can tell based on a relation. If we have like insanely high relation with somebody that we don't interact with very often, that means that they are honorable because we are honorable, and honorable people like each other. That's just how it works. So if he were honorable, I would recruit him, and that would bring all of his fiefs, or at least all of his castle and town fiefs with him. That would be both of these. The thing, though, is I was hoping to recruit most of the Riverlands lords back as well, and Seagard belongs to Jason Mallister, which, you know, I would kind of like to get back. I'm pretty sure he's honorable, and he's like one of the Riverlands lords who's actually like, whose name you actually might know. I don't remember who held this or if they even matter, so to be honest, if it was just that, I probably wouldn't care. but I do want to try to give Seaguard back to the Lannisters, and so that's a bit of an issue. We could still potentially recruit Harris Swift. It's just I would either have to figure out a way to get this away from him, maybe let the Westerlands capture it and capture it back, or I could take this first and then try to recruit him. That's an option as well. And given that the garrison there is actually smaller than his party, that actually is not too difficult. Let's try to initiate with him, because if we... Yeah, he is honorable. Okay, so he is honorable. I think it would be worth trying to recruit him. You know, he's a Westerlander, so what? He's still an honorable guy, so I wouldn't mind bringing him on. It's just that, again, I want to take this first. Donald Hornwood is also here, so I kind of need to take this first so I can free her. So I'm going to let him go to Fair Market, and I'm going to go ahead and besiege Seaguard. And I don't think he'll come back. I don't think he'd be stupid enough to attack me with a smaller party, although his party's actually pretty large for somebody who's not like a major lord. He doesn't have a town or anything. Are we dealing with ladders here? We are. Okay. I can live with that. Before we go in, though, I do want to get rid of my my lance. I don't know if I need the crossbow necessarily. I guess I may as well, because I don't really have anything else worth bringing if I don't bring that. Food is going to be an issue, though. It's going to take us pretty much a day to take this. No, god damn it. No, stop. Okay. Didn't mean to click that. Didn't mean to waste time I don't have. 6 hours. Okay, that's actually not that bad. I thought it would be worse. Let's go ahead and do it. We're going to try to take this really quickly, and then I can talk to Harris Swift and bring him on. If he wants to keep Charlton, whatever it's called, fine by me. But Seaguard has to go, and now that Donald Hornwood, or now that I know that she's there, I need to rescue her. So let's go ahead and lead our soldiers in the assault. Actually, you know what? Let's change commander. I'm gonna roll with Garrett Longley here, because taking castle's a little bit more efficient with him, and I don't risk, you know, potentially killing our king by doing it. So let's go ahead and lead our soldiers in the assault. And I know some people might think like, oh, it's kind of cheap. You know, I have the wound system. I was gonna point to the top right corner, but I can't. But you know, to have the wound system and then not use the character that's for. But I mean, think about it. In real life, kings can die, and so how do they avoid getting killed in battle? Well, they appoint commanders. And so, you know, a king wouldn't lead every siege by himself, and so that's basically what I'm doing here. I am, you know, assigning Garrett Longley as my captain or whatever, and letting him kind of lead the assault, because he is really good at taking castles. And by really good at taking castles, I mean like awesome at shooting people in the face and giving me something to do when I can't engage in melee combat. Is this crosshair not lining up? Apparently it is. It's just a bit weird. Whatever. I'll just keep doming these guys because it's working. God, he is so good. If only I had an archer this good in all of my playthroughs. Like, everything is so much easier when you have an archer that can one-shot somebody in full plate. It's a little bit overpowered, but I mean, it's only the one guy. It's not like I have a whole army of longbowmen this good. I wish. Can you imagine? Oh man, it would be glorious. It would be so glorious. That's sort of what I want to do when Bannerlord comes out, which, you know, I'm sure people have plenty to say about that. But when Bannerlord comes out, which it inevitably will, I want to do several playthroughs, but one of which is a Battanian playthrough. And the Battanians are the ones based on the Celts. And they love their archers, they love longbows, and they like skirmishing, kind of like hit-and-run tactics. And so, for that playthrough, I want to do, like, a ranger type character. Did you just point-blank that guy? I think he did. Anyway, we're going to do, like, a ranger type character with a bow. Maybe on horseback sometimes, but not all the time, because I obviously want to be able to use the longbow. Maybe I'll be on horseback and just hop off to use the bow or something. but I want to have like a really badass archer army. Because that's not something I do very often. Occasionally I do play archers in our Gekukujo playthrough. I did roll with a Yumi bow as one of my primary weapons. But I did have like a, you know, a Naginata or something as well. I don't remember what types of melee weapons I had, but I did have some. But yeah, I'd like to do like a more dedicated archer playthrough. Again, relying on a more archer heavy army. Because I've seen other YouTubers, like Reformist, I've seen a few of his playthroughs where I think in his Perisno playthrough, he basically just runs like an army of archers and a couple of infantry to guard them. And it seems like it could be a lot of fun because you have to be very strategic with it. If you aren't super careful, you can get overwhelmed really easily. But if you are and you play smart, you can just like riddle people with arrows and never take any. Oh man, there goes the performance again. What is happening? I think there's just too many guys for the mod to handle right now. Somebody just flew at me. I don't know what that was about. I think he got like shot off the ladder, maybe, or the stairs. Come on, work with me here. Whatever, I think they've got it. I think they've got it. Let's get out of first person. There it is. I was like, what is taking so long? Okay, so that's over. That is over. And we took a lot more casualties than I would have expected there. 17 dead, in fact. 2 Unsullied are dead. 2 more Elite Men-at-Arms, which kills me. What else? What else? Some Riverlands Longbowmen, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Some veteran Northern Men-at-Arms, which also sucks, because that cuts into the guys I'm going to replace them with. 2 of my Elite Northern Longbows, and some Pikemen, which, not a big deal. Donald Hordwood has been freed. And so hopefully we gain a little bit of relation with her, because she really didn't like us before. It did go up, just not beyond 0. Let's see, we did rescue some prisoners. One of the Unsullied that we lost is replaced. Armed villagers. You know what? I'm going to take everybody, because these are all potential garrison troops, and I have nearly unlimited space at this point. Like 426, and I usually run about 280 just because anything beyond that, you get really, really slow. I mean, we're already pretty slow. And it's just kind of ridiculous to pay that many people. Especially since you're never going to run into a party that can threaten you when you're that large. So it's like, why even bother? Like a one-man campaign, essentially. That works for me. Yeah, go ahead and sit right there. And I do not have any more room for prisoners. In fact, I'm over on prisoners, so that guy can go, just in case somebody tries to escape. Anything in the item pool? Chipped arming sword. Sure, why not? I need to have him sell all this. Okay, so I will defer appointment on this one as well. Again, taking that free Garrison, because free Garrison. And then I obviously intend to give it to somebody who's not even part of our faction yet. So we'll go ahead and defer that one. And not going to plunder this place, although it is tempting. That's not a whole lot of money, so I'm not going to sweat it. We're actually making money pretty well now. Again, we almost went bankrupt because I forgot to assign my towns to myself, so I wasn't getting rents from them. But I fixed that, and so we're actually making pretty good money now. Just we need time for it to slowly accrue. We're also making money in the Iron Bank, because I did have, I think, initially 10,000 there, and it is slowly earning interest. It's not a lot, but it is earning interest. So anyway, Seaguard is now ours. I guess I could swing. We already recruited from Ramsford, so bandits. Maybe next time. I don't want to do that right now. We'll come back and clear it out though. So we've started reconquering the Riverlands here. That was a more impromptu thing because, again, I want to try to recruit Harris Swift. And so taking that makes it easier for me to recruit him and not worry about the consequences later. But regardless, it does, you know, give us another step forward. So my hope now is if I can recruit him, that'll give us this castle without any bloodshed, which is great. And then we can maybe go after Fair Market itself And that is a pretty large stepping stone because that is the main town in the Riverlands. Of course, salt pans in Maidenpool are also technically Riverlands as well. To be honest, I don't know if I'll push that far though. I'm pretty sure Maidenpool starts as Riverlands. Yeah, I'm like actually very confident about that. But to be honest, I think just taking everything north of this river might be more intelligent. Just because that gives us a bit of a natural defense. Obviously, if we take Maidenpool, it's really not that far from King's Landing. They could, counterattack pretty easily. Salt Pans is also fairly close, but they have to go across this bridge and river here to do it. So, we'll see. Feel free to weigh in on that strategy, though. I think maybe we'll do like this is our western border, and then the river will be our southern one. I think a lot of the other stuff in here is generally Riverlands territory, Westerlands territory, anyways. But Maidenpool is not, and so I don't know if I'll bother with Maidenpool. We'll see. It's up to you guys, really. If you want me to, maybe I'll push all the way down, but I didn't intend to go much further than this. Anyways, I'll have to try to track down Jason Mallister and be like, hey, dude, if you want to join us, here's your ancestral home. And then Harris Swift will need to find, I'm pretty sure he's at Fair Market. That's where it said he was going. So we'll try to talk to him and maybe have him join us and bring this with him. And then, yeah, then we're good to take this itself. We got Raventree Hall, which is sort of where our namesake comes from. If you guys go all the way back to Season 1, Episode 1, or I think it might be Episode 0, we have that little lore video on where the Raventrees come from. And it does have something to do with Raventree Hall here. So I don't know if I'll keep that myself, despite that fact. It belongs to I don't remember their name. Titos Blackwood, got it. Titos Blackwood is the default lord of that, and we'll see if we can find him too, but I don't know. Anyways, we'll leave it here for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Clash of Kings with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.